What's up, guys, and welcome back to my reading journey. I hope we're all doing absolutely fine, and today, as usual, we're going to continue the book by Cicero on the ideal orator. It's going to be the 66th part of the second book, so let's get started. How to handle ethos and pathos. Now, just as the other element of speech, which must recommend one's decency and thus support one's image of being a good man, should be gentle and low-keyed. As I have often said already, so this element by which the author aims at changing hearts and influencing them in every possible way should be intense and vehement. Yet these two kinds of speaking, one of which should be gentle, the other vehement, show a certain similarity which makes it difficult to keep them apart. For something of that gentleness, which wins us the favor of the audience, ought to flow into the vigorous forcefulness by which we stir that same audience. And again, from this forcefulness, some spirit must sometimes animate that gentleness. No speech is better blended than one in which the sharpness of energetic passages is seasoned with the personal humanity of the orator, while the relaxed attitude of gentleness is given strength by some weightiness and energy. Passages based on these kinds of speaking, both the one where forcefulness and energy are required and the one that is suitable for depicting life and character, should begin slowly, but they should also end in a lingering and drawn-out fashion. You should not leap suddenly into that forceful type of speaking, for it is wholly unrelated to the issue, and people first like to hear about the real subject of their judgment, nor once begun, should this approach be abandoned too quickly. What happens with an argument is different. It is picked up the moment it is put forward, and then a second and the third are demanded. But you could not in the same way arouse pity or envy or anger as soon as you start the attempt. An argument, after all, is proved by the justification given for it, which sticks in the mind the moment it is launched. The other type of speaking, however, is not aimed at supplying the juror with knowledge, but at upsetting his emotions, and no one can achieve this goal unless by a long, varied, and rich speech, and by a corresponding energetic delivery. For this reason, those who speak either briefly or in a low key can instruct the juror, but they cannot move him, and on these everything depends. Furthermore, the means of achieving opposite ends are, in all instances, clearly supplied by the very same commonplaces, but arguments must be opposed either by refuting the proofs advanced in their supper or by slowing that the conclusion the opponents want to draw cannot be deduced from the premises and does not follow from them. Or, if you cannot review their arguments in this way, you must adduce an argument on the opposite side that carries more or at least equal weight. On the other hand, what is presented gently with the aim of winning favor or vehemently fostering the emotions must be undone by opposite emotions, so that goodwill is removed by hatred, pity by envy. Alright, guys, so we've done with another part, and obviously we're going to continue tomorrow the next one. So thank you for joining me today in this reading session. See you tomorrow. Bye.